Hey everybody. Antimony Man here. Back from a crash, actually. The last episode was half length. Because it crashed. I paused it to go do some stuff. When I came back, it never unpaused. It just kind of sat there, taunting me. But you didn't miss all that much. The main thing you missed was going through the rest of Intelligent Unit. There's a lot to do, my friends. This is weeks of work. So I laid all of that out. I don't have a plan yet because we have to. I found that the hour of antimony has come. Here, let me illustrate what that means. Antimony. Antimony. It's the bottleneck of the factory right now. And if we go look, it's just cranking as hard as it can. It's like the pulp 2 is going out in order to make circuits. This actually brings me to a really difficult sort of situation, doesn't it? Because this is the bottleneck. Oh, it needs more Dow froth, I bet. That relates to the other thing. We need more chlorine. We need to do chlorine from tholins. I wonder if we can see this. Antimony pulp level 3. Oh. Yeah, this is actually peak right here. And so we're way down from peak. So what we really need to do is fix this Dow froth problem. Why is it? Oh, this is... And also, putting more antimony on the board is going to be a problem. Like, all of this can be improved because it's burning this stuff. I mean, we'll just put that in for right now. But the antimony pulp 2 goes through a very long chain. At the end of that chain, it gets turned into 58% concentrate, which then goes into this. There's a way to boost that up. Anyway, maybe that's what we're doing. What I want, though, for the moment, is I want to go take care of chlorine. Do I actually have tholins things in here? Did I set them up somewhere? I don't know where I would put them is the thing. I think I was too lazy to do it because I was thinking that tholins weren't very good. Well, I have been proven wrong on that point. So let's go here. We need tholins. No, we need these guys. Yes. Let's get a stacky. Oh, we got Bodo stuff we should probably go get rid of. Maybe check in on this. Any success over here, friends? Anyone? No. For how many? For 57, no success. Not really surprising. Alright, and then you need the spores. Okay, it's fine. And then plenty of Bodos in the world, it looks like. Looks like maybe we need to put it on the other side of the belt. So, like right here, these guys. Erk. This looks like it's just overflow. Oh, this is... Well, this will fix itself in a second here. You see what I mean? And maybe I'm going to have to do a restacker at some point. Anyway, let's not stress too hard about that. We're going to do two things. First off, we're going to eliminate an existing method of making chlorine. I looked at it in the shameful time after the crash yesterday and determined it was not worth. It is totally against the way the base works right now. We are burning an astonishing amount of saline water in order to make this just chlorine. The rest of it doesn't matter. And I don't want to do that anymore. This ends here. So if we just pick up all of this. This does not end here. This keeps going. Alright, noted. Noted. So we need to pull this hydrogen line. Here, not like that. We're gonna make it everyone's problem. And then hydrogen has to come down, or, oh no, we can't use that line anymore. Oh, so it's harder than I thought it was gonna be. That's good. That's really good. So we'll go south. And then we'll go right there. And then I have a hanging line here. And this is putting underflow in, so I should probably... Actually, if I did this, there's probably a reason, right? I mean, typically, sometimes there's a reason. Typically, there's a point, occasionally. I have been known to make a point. I really should be doing a normal pump then if I'm doing this. It's not too late. We want a normal pump. We want a circuit. We want hydrogen. We want you to enable when hydrogen less than 12,000. Then we hook this up. And we have bypassed... Oh, okay, never mind. We have now bypassed that system. Okay, good. Did it go anywhere else? No. No, wait, it did. Okay, so this... no, it's still bad. We can tap in from over here, though. And it will have the same semantics. It is always, always, always harder to edit a system than it is to lay it down originally. This is why we get old. This is why we die. Small mistakes accumulate. So this has saline coming in from the... Oh, the saline passes through. I'm going to wreck this system. Hold on to your socks, kids. This entire area is about to get utterly destroyed. Just rip up all of it. No mercy. I'll do something with all that hydrogen chloride, sodium hydroxide. And this is saline, right? Where it wants to be. There. This was always in the plan. And there's our chlorine out. There. We have ripped up this place, and no more shall saline water be sacrificed for chlorine. Always a dumb idea. Well, maybe it wasn't totally stupid once upon a time when I was saline rich. Chlorine poor. Chlorine's also a bad thing to make out of tholins. You'll see in a moment. What's this? So this is a chlorine line which I have disrupted. Okay. I should push the wall again. I haven't heard the glorious beeping, so I do not know what this is doing. I'm just going to assume that this is a waste line. And as a waste line, it will go to right there. And I can't do that. Well, that's unfortunate. Can I do this? Is this legal? We have a hanging pipe. That's no good. That is how we cause problems for ourselves. But When would we ever do that, right? Okay, so tholins to chlorine is not great. I mean, that is legit not great. It's only ×3 or something I get from a spaceship. Now, admittedly, it's basically free from the spaceship, but still. I'm not entirely happy with having to do this. Now, we're going to have to go get another 8, and then there'll be 8 more. So I need 6 more, I guess. And this will eat a lot of tholins, but it's also going to produce a lot of primary chlorine. And I'm having no trouble with the rockets. The rockets are launching on schedule, and there's a lot of bandwidth in that one launch facility. So I am going to cope as hard as I can and say that this is just okay. And this is actually the real and proper solution for the chlorine problem in this factory. So what we should do, honestly, something like this. Then just do 2 lines, right? Kind of hurts this, so maybe we don't do that. I guess it doesn't matter overall. It's the same amount of consumption no matter what, right? No, it isn't. This is more, it consumes more lines within the factory to do it that way. Kinda. It's probably even. Don't think about it. Thinking about it, probably bad. You know, thinking about it isn't what a smooth brain would do. Be a smooth brain. Be happy. It's right there. Wait, did we do this right? I'm going to assume we did it right. I think I saw a... where it's us getting involved in something that's not our business. Okay. I hope I don't regret this, but at the same time I kind of have to push it to the point of regret. So I know the limits of tholins. Did I not do math right? I would say something like, that's remarkable, or totally unexpected. But how did I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Oh, I needed to end up with 8, not with 6. Okay, everybody saw that but me. It's fine. It's going to be totally okay. We're going to go fix that right now. 2 more, please. Then I also have to figure out what's going on here, don't I? Why aren't you being made? One thing at a time, though. It might be chlorine-based to begin with. I don't know. Let's hope not. Right here, right? No. Trying to find it by the footprint. Right here, right? No. Right there, right? No. Okay, lost. Lost in factory down there. Right. There. Okay, done. Then we will upgrade this area here. And right here. And power worries will be no more. And this produces quite a lot. I could speed it too, which I should probably do. If this is to be a new primary chlorine generator. People are asking, I'm sure, right now, to themselves, perhaps aloud, screaming at the screen, why do you not just make more animals to get more guts, to get more chlorine? The answer is really transport. I'd have to establish more belts. And then I'm not confident about more the venting system up there, the digestion system. So, and we also, by diversifying our source of chlorine, the factory will be more resilient over... Uh-oh. What are you doing? What were you doing? Glad I noticed that. That was 100% going to cause a problem. In fact, it's probably still... like right there. Okay, oh, that was a great idea. Go and look. Go and look. Why don't you just go and look? That's still not enough. Alright. Alright. Okay, good. Alright. Let's check for more, since that was apparently successful. We have headed off complete factory destruction for the time being. Alright, this looks okay. Maybe okay. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. All I know is those buildings are really loud over there. Alright, so we're trying to get Tholins in then, and then we start this up, and then we see how we feel about speed. The other buildings we ripped up made 20 a second by destroying chlorine. This makes a bit more than that. Can we see this? Was that notable? This dip? I mean, not really. So apparently we're making almost all of it from guts. Which is what you want. All these are at 20 a second. I wonder if I can upgrade these again. I wonder how many blue atomizers I have around. I wonder if I'll be able to keep up if I do. I don't know. I need to stop talking to myself. Let's just get something done, right? Not sure if this is still valid. Okay, this way. Just all the way down to the far bottom into the depths. At the point where we can go no farther south, we will find the Tholins line. Okay, good. No, we can go further south. Don't look at it. Right there. Right there. I thought about paving more blocks to put this in. Should be right about here, right? Like that is the rocket right there, yeah? So my Tholins line should be... it's prototholins. Should be going around along the bottom of this. Yes. Right there. Okay, so we were in fact almost there. And now I've lost track of what I was doing. Right here, I think. Yes. So if I would have had... oh no. There's no way through here. Can I move over just one square and not ruin everything? These guys shouldn't be going quite as hard as they are. Ah, yeah. There's still a lot of slack in the system. That's what I want to see. Tholins should be here, yes? Tholins are here. Yes. We need to get rid of that. Oh. Well, we'll just clip that then. There. Tholins attached. Excellent. And so now to evaluate what we have done. Alright, we are burning lots of Tholins. We should give it a bit. And then figure out how fast we need to scale this up. Maybe I reevaluate this in a second here. It's not eating a lot of Tholins right now. Maybe we just give it a light stim to start before we... oh, I didn't put this in the right distance. That's a big problem. Good news is that's fixable. No, I know I'm ruining this line. Oh, I know I have ruined this line entirely. Paste. One more. Okay. Because of that. Okay. And then we check again. Because paranoia is, that's fine. That's going over there. Looking for terminations. What's going on right there? Oh, okay, that's fine. Everything. Okay, that's not fine. Okay, everything is fine. Yes. All right, so we can take a look at that on a graph. Chlorine. And we have a little bit of a jump. I think I want to turn that up a bit. So, right here is probably okay. Just do a 5-4. For when oh yeah, it's perfect. It's all those. When I'm not in the mood to spam a 5-5 quite yet. Alright, these are each producing about 100 a second of waste chlorine. And that should be quite noticeable. Wish I could prod it. He says of every recipe ever. Surprising no one. Graph? Chlorine. So we are up at 180-ish. 180-ish. So we've almost doubled production. Assuming that we can keep up. Here, let's take a look at Tholins. Use is spiking, obviously. Is this peak production right here? And we're not consuming at peak production, so there's still, yeah. This is consumption and production is meeting it without a problem. Okay, that's good. Eventually the rockets are just going to be launching constantly, which, frankly, is badass. We're waiting to get these guys in place, and that's all waiting for... I suppose the other thing I have to look for is whether or not... no, it's not prototholins. These guys are the problem. These are the bottleneck, which is exactly where I want the bottleneck to be. So, no complaining, right? Okay, good. This will hopefully fix the chlorine problem. Let's take a look. Chlorine problem, which I need more Dow froth from. Where are you? Froth of the Dow. I used to be able to just see it. That looks like it, but it is not it. It's right there. There's Dow froth. Dow froth cannot be prodded, and that's a shame. Can I prod this? No. This is what prod should be for, and it is not proddable. And this isn't proddable, and that's not proddable, and this is expensive. Why is this entire chain not proddable? Oh well. You have the chlorine you need. And so the Dow froth is probably spiking right now. Let's take a look at that. Froth. Dow froth. Yeah. Okay. So now we are up at peak, and then consumption will be peak for quite some time. And this should be the never-ending peak. Okay, good. So that's more Dow froth, and then that sets us up for the hour of antimony. We need to make Pesticide Mk2 because of what's coming right there. Though maybe before we do that, we should actually have this pop and evaluate it and see if the last Rennea recipe is actually worth using. How are we doing here in my... Where is it? My most favorite part of the factory. Alright, most of those are just going to be sacrificed on uplifting in a second here. So that's good. And this just keeps churning. And then you're going to hopefully go directly to Mark 4s. It doubles at every tier. From Mark 1 to Mark 4. Mark 4s are 16 times the productivity of... the speed, rather, of Mark 1s. It's amazing. The recipes are utter trash. Oh, we have to get into that. The recipes for Rennea are not good. They involve a huge trade-off in setting up and are just not worth it. Side grades, if not downgrades. Alright, this is kind of a problem, isn't it? And you're not going because you have no Arthurian eggs? Oh, is that no biosample? Okay, we have to go look at biosample now. We noted that it was a problem the other day. But it looks like we're going to have to figure that out real soon. Anyway, this is going to stop. That's fine. Are you not going? Are you not make the Vonix? Why are you not make the Vonix? Oh, we need neuroprocessor. We didn't get that. Oh, the dumb. The dumb, everyone. Where is my guy? He's somewhere in the stack. What are you even doing? Oh, you're trying to add neuroprocessors. And you are trying to get a full backpack of those. You just go. You got a lot. That's enough for you. All right. So this is 12, 18. This is 8. So this is 14, 12. We have room for a couple more. All right, we need neuroprocessors. Then we need this guy to just go. You will have an inefficient life. Load items, neuroproc. 200. 200, I say. Just go do that now. I know you're walking all the way back. And I don't care. There we go. Go do that, and then go do that. And then this guy's got to also ask for neuroproc. Okay. Alright, it's coming. We'll do this. Don't worry. We'll do this. But boom. We were working on biosample here. We're getting distracted. And I think this is we just don't have enough flora, right? There's not enough flora in the world. And we are... And it's probably much better just to speed that. We're not touching that. That one's important. And this one is a full belt. So we have to go speed this northern flora patch, and then hopefully that helps enough. I don't know. Here we can probably see a biosample. Huh. Why are we pegged? I am doing this right? This does follow the thread of necessity, right? Low power. Low power. So it doesn't really follow any sort of thread of necessity. It also looks like it's backing up. Okay. So here you are. Welcome to proper power. How are you still low power? I don't understand you. Maybe the tippy top of this isn't plugged in, which it is not. All right. Okay. Okay, thank you, Rennea. All right, so I think this is the last of the Pi 4s we need for a while. Here, let's ride a dinosaur. Through intensive, obsessive experimentation, you finally discovered a way to calm and tame the Zungors by blocking its movements in a mecha suit. These cyborgs have a huge inventory and grid. They can equip modular equipment and support logistic requests. All right, sure. Get me the last of the Pi 3 techs. And we'll probably get machine components. Maybe even tag that. Just start randomly grabbing stuff. Well, what am I to do about this? I don't understand how this ever worked. Factorio. TM. Patent pending. There. We are all one grid now. One enormous grid. We are no longer at low power. But the thing is, it looked like it was doing okay like it was. Like, look at this. This is blocked. This is a complete full line. A complete stacked belt. We can make it a little better, I suppose. I hate taking up space like this. I guess this is what we're doing. I want you to be a speed mod. There. Go double speed, essentially. And now we should see this really backing up on both legs of the splitter. Yep, right there. So it is for sure, true legit, a full stacked belt of Flora. Okay, good. So let's go see how much of a problem this actually is, because it doesn't look like it, frankly. It doesn't seem like we have helped all that much. It's like we're just nibbling at these lines too much, aren't we? It's like half is going that way, and another half is going that way. We're kind of depending on it backing up, aren't we? Only it's not doing that. We don't have enough Flora. We need more on belt. We need to go get the Pi 4 belt buff. It'll be very slight, but it's kind of what we need at the moment, right? Or I blew this entire belt. Which, honestly, is probably exactly what's going to happen. Alright, let's go do that. We need more biosample. Don't half solve the problem. Completely solve the problem. That means spending a large amount of resources. Are we ready over here? Yes, we are finally ready to upgrade material sorting. Maybe we'll get to that at the end of the episode. We'll see. This shall not be touched. This is feeding augs which are meat. This is also, but once I get the next level stacking, I can actually put in another thing of augs, I think. I'm very shy about doing that right now. Okay, let's go, friends. All of this, please. all of that. All of this. Good. All of this like that. And we just... Okay, I guess this isn't that painful. Well, wait a second. We can do this faster, right? Without the bots being involved. Alright, now the bots kind of have to be involved. For these point upgrades. And hopefully this actually solves this problem. But it's only bringing like 50% more in, right? How did this even work before stacked belts? Like, obviously I remember enormous buses of material. But that wasn't in Pyanodons. That was in the normal game. In Pyanodons, enormous buses of material would probably be just absolutely gigantic. Hard to conceive of, honestly. Because this is stacked 6 tall right now. This is full blue stacked. 4 blue normal vanilla belts. Or 6 rather. Why can't I talk? Why are left brain and right brain fighting again? Hopefully, I haven't missed a spot. Okay, good. You guys go do that. And seeing it move forward like that indicates I have not missed a spot. Which is good. I don't have to blue the sidelines. All the way to the end, right? If necessary, I'll do it for that artery too. Just imagine the ore belts, the ore buses. The Flora buses, just to get this started. Alright. After this, we're gonna go look at Rennea again. Because that's one of the main bottlenecks of our factory right now. And we have to tackle that somehow. Okay, good. And we're almost done, right? Hopefully this improves the system. Oh, we shouldn't have done half of what we've done. True facts from the edge, my friend. Alright. We may or may not have done good. Because I don't know if it is a true... No, we missed some spots. How could you guys miss spots? I guess we gotta go over it again, huh? It's gonna be... Because of the stackiness of it, it's gonna be really hard to notice if I have missed a spot. Because with old belts, it would be like... Here, we'll put in a missed spot. But you see, that's really tough to see. It's that little discontinuity, that acceleration. It's kind of tough to spot, you know? I guess that's why we do inspections. Right? What was I doing before this? I can't even remember. Alright, well the good news here is we have... These are both hitching and that's flowing. So we can supply a full stacked belt of Flora down there. And that will give us 25% more Flora because we have 2 belts. And then... Well, I suppose the other one was used for other purposes. So maybe this is like 40% more Flora dumped into biosample. Maybe. It doesn't matter which facility this heads towards. Alright, we'll check back in. To be continued. Chlorine. That's a big dip. Is that full up? Could be. Could be. Let's go check on that. Are we full up now? I would love to have completely... Yes, we are. We have completely met demand at the moment. Okay, and we're doing that without burning 800 saline a second. Which, you know, that'll be shown. Are we going? Yes, we are going. Oh, this needs speed. Here, for you, my friend. This makes 0.1 a second. This needs less than that. Okay, good. I will be back to distribute these guys later. And that'll be a nice Vonix boost. On top of the other Vonix boost we had. Let's take a look. Vonix. Yeah, it used to be 23, and now it's like 60 steady. That's good. That's real good. Alright, and then you just have to just keep printing them. I'll be back in like an episode or two. Meanwhile, we are now complete outs of the Komet uplifting, but that's gonna, we're just gonna leave that for right now. Let it run dry. We need to fix Rennea first. So let's go attend to that, and then go interview the new Rennea recipe and try to get a look at it. So I need, for my purposes, for my dark arts, 3 stacks of you. And then I need you to not be like you are. I need you to research the ultimate Rennea. And you can just do that. Oh, give those back. Fiend. Don't you dare touch those. Alright, and so now what I need you to do is you to calm down. LOL, calm down. You take that. Actually, I guess I do stuff you full. Oh, I didn't want that. No. You don't need to go that fast. These guys are test subjects. Uh-oh. Now I'm going to cause myself problems. Or have caused myself multiple problems. Alright. Time for clicking simulator. Do I even have enough? Where'd they go? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we just hit it while this was happening? Because this is going fast. Even if I'm actually... We did hit it. We hit it right now. We did. And we rolled... Oh my god. In like 5 rolls, we hit it. Stop. Stop, friend. You're good. I don't even care that I exploded. Well, that was just remarkable. Okay. Okay, that was excellent. That was extremely, extremely lucky. Here, let's go get rid of this red belt. That was like 10 rolls to hit that. Now, admittedly, it is not a very hard roll. It's only a 1 in 200. So, I should expect to hit it rather quickly. Now this completely reworks all of my perceptions. My perceptions have been blown. That's just wonderful. Absolutely, completely wondiferous. Could I please have all of this? Boom. Yeah. Yeah, it's a problem for all of them. I guess I don't have to worry about anything at all right here, right? I see one. I see one right there. Alright, and just put those back, I guess. And you don't have to do anything. You give them to me. My precious. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, all you guys gotta quit it. You gotta quit that. You have to do this. And it's a complete easy upgrade. It just upgrades in place like nothing. And then you do that. And Then I need to take that and go right there. Oh, I also have to distribute all material back. Oh, there we go. Tossed in. Now we need to increase the box of heroes. God, it's so fast. That was wonderful. See, this is the power of smooth brain thinking, my friends. Maybe I should just give it some space before evaluating the next Rennea recipe, you know? So you gotta get turned back on. Where'd they all go? Oh, I put them here. Alright, leave them there for right now. Oh, and I got these there. I guess I could distribute all those. It's not gonna really matter. Let's give them a better home. Right there. Does it matter? No. That was one of the most effective, like, minute and a half spaces I've had in this factory. All right, can I turn this back on? Good. All right, so what's happened? You need to take that, and that has to go right there, and it gets processed. Now that gets processed. This is the bottleneck now. There's not a lot I can do about it. And then we all the way to Mark IV. Now, okay, let's illustrate. The normal Rennea, the typical, the common Rennea. Common Rennea is impossible to find. Is right here. It is plus 16% speed. The advanced form of the Rennea is at 32% speed, double. The superior form of the Rennea is at 64, double again. And the ultra form of the Rennea, right there, 128, doubles again. So, just overwhelmed with joy with this turning on. It's going to be an episode or two before I can start distributing them to this area, the common Rennea maker. But we're going to hopefully interview the next level Rennea to see if I should go make pesticide right now. This should all be picked up. This need not exist. You need not exist. None of this need exist. I suppose I should just pick it up, right? We've hit ultimate Rennea. It's too much to ask that we do Rennea right here. Because of just not enough space. See him? See him right there? There were only seeds before. And now look. And I guess the real MVP here is how very easy it was to upgrade using just a single line. Alright, so just pick it up for cleanliness, I guess. Be tidy. We don't need this space anymore. So what I need here is to put all this back. And personal logistics was off for some reason. And I know not what I will do with all of this manure. You need to be picked up. You're going to be retasked. So we have to go to Das Manure Factory. But we still don't have enough room to store all of this substance. There. Now we can get rid of it. Okay. Good. Now we will pick up after ourselves. And it'll be nice and clean. Smooth. Clean. No problems. I guess the problem here is this will rot out, but I guess, again, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me that much. Because all that material doesn't actually matter. So pick up my stuff again. And then personal logistics. So I'm probably going to hold off making a final decision, right? Until I have enough Renneas to actually fill one. Well, okay, hold on. If it looks good and I go make pesticides, by the time I get back, it might be ready. So let's continue evaluating as... Oh, we had to look at this. You need this stuff. This stuff is delivered by this guy. All right. Do we need more transport? Yes, we do. Okay. Noted. You are retiring. It might not only be a transport problem, but there is a transport element here. Go and do that. So now we need a whale. Mr. Whale is an upgrade on the dinosaur. Right there. I want you to 222. 222. Go here. This is all running. This needs antimony, which is Dow froth, I think, which we might have fixed, but we're going to also upgrade again. Anyway, I want you to fill your cargo. I want you to haul it all the way to the alloy stack right there. Empty cargo. Go. And hopefully these will start going again. What was I doing? I was getting Rennea. Is this also not going? Is this for a similar reason? You need control panel. That's not... That needs more... Oh. You're slow, too. Just make a note of that. Need more plain quartz ore at material sorting. Okay, that's on the list now. What am I doing? I am getting Rennea plantations. Oh, amazing luck today. Everything's going great. There are no problems. The factory is a wonderful place. 100 tech a second or a minute. Tell me, is this not peak? Just give me a pile. Wait, I don't need the red ones. Wait a second. I don't need the red ones. There we go. This is Rellessia. Okay. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Getting ahead of myself. There, Rennea. Hopefully we will put the Rennea problem in the dirt right now. Boop. Getting slower. Luckily it gets slower faster. Look at that. 128. I want... I want to evaluate you. Now this requires a lot more, frankly. Requires growth factor, requires pesticide. More blood meal. Requires urea. And 50% more lignin and lamps. So this is very expensive, honestly. Here, let's put them all side by side. Let's actually evaluate this. I might not have enough things to put in here. Let's just pretend that's not so for a second. All right. I might have enough. Okay, good. We can do apples to apples comparison in all this. And just know that there's a doubling happening right there. It's gestating. So it's going to be double speed in all things. We should get rid of those seeds. And that is easy to do. By spamming seeds here. All right, so there's a couple things with this recipe. It's very positive on seeds to Rennea. Then the low end right here, it's equal. So this makes half a Rennea a second. This makes 3 times that. This makes like 110% of that. And this makes about the same here. So we're running this recipe, which is half a second. And we want to run this recipe, which is 8 a second. So this is worth 16 of those. And we have how many? Koopy. We have 70. So this really doesn't scale as hard as we need. That is such a depressing revelation. At only 16 times, one will compress down into this. And is that good enough? I don't think that's good enough. Yeah. Especially because this is going to double again. It's going to do 1 Rennea a second. Once we get the modules in place. And so this will be times 4 in Rennea production, but it'll also be times 4 in consumption of all this stuff. Which is almost certainly going to be a problem. I am underwhelmed by this. This does not blow. It's much more complicated. It requires 4 lignin a second. It's going to take 9 lignin a second when it's being completely supplied. But I can't neglect the fact it uses less seeds. But it's not even doubling. It's not even half that. But that's like, it's like 40% prod on top of this with regards to seeds. But we've also gotten the seed perk. Maybe we have to consider respecking out of that. We've got to respec. Let's reconsider all of this. So this is triple seeds. This is amazing. This really is. Yeah, this is great. What's the competition? Deadheading is not what we want. Deadheading is the purpose of Rennea is to make Rennea. Rennea is its own bottleneck. Yeah, and that's it. And this just gives +1. It simplifies the recipe a little bit. This is bad. This is just bad. +1 Rennea. I mean, it has impact right here, but it doesn't help you up here. This is terrible. Why does this exist? Like, this is better under all circumstances, unless you don't have the Arquad Venom for some reason, which you should. It's not that much. It's very little, in fact. Like, so there's no relief there. This is, at best, a side grade. And that's terrible. I'm going to need a lot more manure bacteria when I quadruple production over there. We probably don't have enough manure bacteria to run it like that. That's a downside, I suppose. So, wow, this hurts. Why are these so bad? And so this is going to need 9 lignin a second. Nine lignin a second looks like what? This produces 2 a second. Oh, good. Maybe if we use level 3s, it'll make 3 a second. And it'll be this to supply 1. And then, of course, the cellulose maker, and of course that beyond that. It's an enormous footprint. I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm even going to try it. I think I'm going to wait until Mark IVs come out, and then I'm going to Mark IV all of this, and then we're going to deal with logistic problems. I think it's just simpler. Because all of the ingredients that go into this, with the exception of manure bacteria, are free at this point. Yeah. Yeah, this is just not usable. I'm going to have to deal with more manure bacteria. I might have to do this recipe. Well, I don't have it. It's a turd recipe. Do we have the... We'll just make this and put it in. It'll be fine. Or maybe it won't, based on where the pipes are. I'll save beforehand. How about that? It's 50% more, and it's in an incubator. Incubator. We've already taken that, so I guess that's not in the cards. I'll have to probably set up another... Alright, let's think about what I'm doing here. Because I am saying I am going to have to set up another manure bacteria area in order to support upgrading the Rennea all the way. This is probably happening regardless. So, is this footprint here, which I'm going to have to copy and paste, along with the augs, does that exceed the footprint of the lignin maker? No. So this happens to be very efficient in regards to manure bacteria, which is a bit of a problem at the moment. I am not pleased with this. This does not fill me. This does not spark joy. So the competing footprints I have to care about. So nice. So fast. Is essentially one square and then another square to make manure bacteria, which I could just stack right here, copy paste. You are getting enough Flora, right? I can get more Flora. I'll tap into this other line. The one I said I wouldn't. I'll do it. Watch me. Even though it's completely full right now, so it might not even be a problem. We're not even using it. We're not even using it all. And we can put Mark IIIs down. It could be better. Oh, did we ever turn these to Mark IIIs? No, we didn't. We can get more meat like that. Maybe I should upgrade all of that. Anyway, don't think about that. Painful decision time. Okay, let's mock it up. You've got me. I'm sucked in. We're gonna have to go make Pesticide Mk2, but that was coming anyway for a dozen other reasons. Alright, fine. Okay, alright, fine. This needs a big boost, though. It's only going to be 16 times more no matter what it does. Perhaps 17 if we're being technical. And that is not really impressive. Okay, 17 base. 17 base, And then on top of that, there's the calculation of how many the Rennea. Okay, let's do some math. Okay, come on, it's Mathtorio time. What is the current value of a seed in Rennea? It is 4 Rennea comes in, 21 seeds go out. So 21 divided by 4. Every Rennea, 1 Rennea equals 5.25 seeds. Okay. So when these guys go and they need 4 seeds, that is 4 divided by 5.25, which says it needs a level 1 needs 0.76 Rennea to cycle. So this means level 1 produces 1 minus that, 4 minus that produces 3.24 net Rennea, because you need a Rennea to make Rennea. Okay, great. We bid farewell to Pesticide 3. No more shall we think of it. Now we go back to the cutting edge. And I really should save for the belt stacking, right? I don't know what I should be doing. This can't be wrong, though. All of this stuff. I am not prepared. There's so much work ahead of me. All right, I am not ready. Go research that. All right, we're going to talk about, and that's running with, oh, no, that's just pure. That's not even taking into account speed. So right here, now we're at level 4. Level 4 needs how many? You need 16 seeds. So 16 seeds divided by 20, 16 seeds times the value of a seed is, actually we can do 16 divided by 5.225. So level 4 needs 3 Rennea to cycle. Yes, so it is only net 25. Level 4 produces level 4 produces 28 minus 3 is 25 net Rennea. All right, so we take 25 and we divide by 3.24, and why is this saying it is only 7 times as productive? How is that? That doesn't match my numbers. Because it's 16 times as productive just looking at that. Oh, because that's not taking into account speed. And if we strip it all away, well, no, it's the ratio that matters. What have I done wrong? All right, let's go over it again. 1 Rennea is 5.25 seeds. Level 1 needs less than a Rennea to cycle. Level 4 needs 3 Rennea to cycle, but produces 28 Rennea. 28 Rennea. So that 16 seeds is 3 Rennea. But this doesn't make any sense because 4 seeds to 4 Rennea, 16 seeds to 28 Rennea. So this is expansive in respect to seeds. I would expect to see the opposite of what I'm understanding here. I am doing something wrong. That is what this is going. Let's do it again. 4 Rennea, 21 seeds from 4 Rennea. This number is right. Okay, good. Where is my mistake? Then right here, this is 4 seeds to make 4 Rennea. All right, we need 4 seeds, so 4 divided by 5.25. That's 0.76 Rennea into making seeds. And so we can deduct that. So this makes, This makes 3.42 Rennea net every cycle. Okay, so we take a look over here at Rennea 4. You need 16 seeds. 16 seeds by 5.25. And that 16 seeds is 3 Rennea. Yeah, right? Right? Because 4... Yeah, it's about... That makes a lot of sense. This is correct. And so if you need 3 Rennea and then you produce 28 Rennea, you make 25. And the ratio there is not right. Well, no, maybe I haven't stopped. So the one input Rennea... Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I need to go further. And just comparing those numbers is the wrong step. Level 1 is 0.67 seeds in to produce... let's do 3.24 divided by 0.6. No. They need to be divided. By which way do we divide it? So I guess it has to be 0.67 divided by 3.24. And that gives us 0.23 is 0.23 seed efficient. I guess that's our measurement. Seed efficient. Level 1 is 0.23 seed efficient. So every seed will produce that many. Every Rennea put in produces that many. This will be worse, right? 3 divided by 25. This is 0.12. I am lost in math. We put in this many Rennea to get that Rennea. How about we just divide those like that? So 3.24 divided by 0.76. Every Rennea put in produces 4.26 Rennea. All right, we'll do it down here too and see if that is starker. Every Rennea put in produces, and then it's 25 divided by 3. 8 Rennea. 8.3. So it's double Rennea efficiency with this recipe. It's just double. What are you doing? There you go. Shovel them in. So it's double Rennea efficiency. Oh, we have a level 4 plantation coming. It is double efficiency in regards to the seeds. But that's, I guess, only a small part of it. I don't know how to factor this into making it better. I'm not smart enough for this to handle the recursion on the seeds. I'm not sure I'm seeing anything of particular value here. Maybe the best way to do it is to just keep the seeds as plain as they are and not look at the cost. It's just seed efficiency here. That's 100% seed efficiency since one seed becomes one Rennea. And this is almost 50% that. It's almost double. So that's almost double in this ratio right here. So maybe we actually stumbled upon that. I don't know. We've gotten lost in discussion and confusion. So if it's double, if there's an extra prod on it when it comes to seeds right here. So there's extra prod. And that will be shown. And so it's actually better than, it's probably like 12. So it's like 24 to 1. Like, it's still not enough. I'd have to make a battery of these. I'm almost talking myself into trying it. Here. Look at this. Where'd the rest of them go? There we go. All right, all in there. And now here you are at full power. You need 9 lignin a second. You need a lot of dirt a second. You need a lot of coarse fraction a second. Like, a lot of the stuff that is going to be supporting this has to be done on site, right? How much a second coarse fraction does one of our makers do? I can bring in sticks or plates and then mill them out on site and make just a tiny factory for this. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Here's one of our sand extractors, and there's a level 3. Oh, and it's sped. So yes, we can do that with a relatively small footprint, especially since we make especially if we make sure to leave space for bigger beacons. Just keep in mind this isn't the end, because we're going to need to be even more than this, because we're going to Mark IV building. All right. So the real problem here is the footprint of the supporting materials. It would probably be easier just to copy paste manure bacteria and augs. But I guess we're doing this instead. All right, let's leave this alone for right now. Let's go make that pesticide. What else am I doing? I can't help but feel a little disappointed by this. It doesn't feel right at all. I may just be too dumb to perceive how good this is. In fact, I'm going to upgrade that statement. I am probably too dumb to perceive how good this is. The fact it's not jumping out and startling me with how good it is probably an issue. Anyway, let's go make some pesticide. I should be doing antimony right now, but hopefully the Dow froth has fixed that. What I need is to get rid of stuff, which is harder than you think. Put you back. Oh, those need to be just go away entirely. Those just go away. That goes away. This can go away, or it will get used. That doesn't go away, but should get put in a box somewhere. Come out enclosure. We don't need a lot of these centrifuges. How long have I been carrying those around? That goes away. That goes away. Do we have blue nano factories? I can't remember. Let's just assume we do. Here, take that. And the creature chamber and the gene lab can go back. Creature chamber, gene lab. I'm going to keep Rennea in my heart for the moment. And the repo centers are obsolete. These washers are obsolete. Okay. Let's look at pesticide. It's going to be an enormous thing. He says as if that's not why he's here. Let's make some notes. So we need Pesticide Mk2. For that we need pre-Pesticide Mk2. I'm pretty sure I have all the other stuff. We have the venom. Yeah, we needed this for rayon. Maybe for that. I don't know. We have it though. And then pre-pesticide. We don't need a huge thing for this. I don't know if I have any of this. Do I have ethyl mercaptan? I do not. Mercaptan. This is going to take episodes. And we got all that. dithiiophosphoric acid. Diethyl dithiiophosphoric acid. That's used only here. Diethyl dithiiophosphoric acid. Okay. And that's stuff we got. And then we need formaldehyde and dodecyclamine. Dodeclamine. Okay. And do we have that? Yeah, we probably do have that. The only question is whether or not we have it in probably. So dodeclamine. Let's take a look. Dodecylamine, DDA. Yeah. We make this right here. We have not enough of it. And it's not frauded at all. These are probably related statements. Are you through with this yet? No, still mining it out. Alright, fine. I need to make pesticide. It would be great if I can make pesticide right here. I guess it doesn't even matter. It literally doesn't matter. Don't stress about it. Right there. Dodeclamine. It's up there by the prepared glass. Alright, so we're going to need... These are going to be all chem plants, right? We need biofact. Biofact, mixer, agitator. Biofact times 2, mixer, agit. And we don't need to make all that much. We probably just need one ratioed building. Let's go get all of this in blue. Means shopping. Biofact right there. Come with me. I probably should have looked in the boxes before running out. Biofact, mixer. We don't have mixers, do we? Uh-oh. That's not good. Unless I go kidnap some, I might go do that. Hold on. Hold on for not funny, but dumb. There's our mixer. We're going to go kidnap some harmonic absorbers. We're going to make these. Like, harmonic absorbers have been very, very slow to make because they're made of biopolymer. And biopolymer has been a problem. I mean, look at this. Biopolymer has been a real problem because it's ultimately made of Rennea, and Rennea is the problem we're on right now. So we haven't solved the problem that will let us get to the point that we would have more problems to solve. Does this make sense? Good. Stay with me here. So just grab a couple of these. Mixers. Okay. It's probably enough. And what's the other one? Agit? I think we have blue agits. I don't know where I'd find blue agits. I can go look. Agit. Not agit. Agit. Yeah, we got those in blue. Okay. And we can't finish this off because of reasons. And then we got other stuff to do because of reasons. Now we got to find a place to do this, and it just doesn't matter. This literally doesn't matter. Honestly, it should probably be up in here, up in this area. This makes sense, right? It does to me anyway. Well, no, it's making a process, and that's factory stuff, and it kind of is, kind of isn't. I don't know. It should probably find a spot in here. Here. We're going to go here. Why? No, that's where we have to put more vanadium. Here. We go here. Because I'm probably not... all the tech stuff's going to be over here. That square is up for grabs. Let's go populate it with its first tenant. I wonder how tech is doing. I wonder what that's about. That's probably no great alien sample. And that was no bio sample. Let's take a look at that. Biosamp. Yeah, we helped. We definitely helped. And antimony oxide. Hopefully that is now holding strong. We have more coming. It's on the list. And you know if it's on the list, it's real. Just don't ask how long the list is. Okay. And we're going to do this real fast. Okay, that's probably not actually accurate. Biofact, mixer, agit. And we already had them. I should have checked my inventory, let alone boxes. All right, we need pesticide. We need pre-pesticide. We need ethyl mercaptan, right? There's 2 recipes for this. Why would this ever be needed for 2 recipes? And this is probably better. I have no further thoughts on the matter. And we need this stuff. So we need a whole grab bag of physical and liquid components. I am not thrilled by this. We need arquad venom and carbonyl sulfide. Alright, speaking of things I'm not thrilled by. These things are not well thought out. You can tell because I thought of them. Alright, we need arquad venom. Yeah, just bring it in. We need carbonyl sulfide. Bring it in. What do we need next? You're going to need formaldehyde. Formaldehyde on the way. Bing, bing, bing. And then we also need ethylene and acid gas. And then ethanol. Ethylene, ethanol, and acid gas. All right, orders in. Ethylene, ethanol, and acid gas. Okay. Bang, bang. No. And then we'll snuggle you. No. No. Don't be weird. You're being weird. That's obviously not where it stays. That might be where this stays. All right. So here we have a unit. I want, just imagine this is running. This is running at 5 a second. This is our goal. All right. So we need 10 pre-pesticide a second. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Beautiful. And we're proddable? No. Proddable? No. Proddable? No. Proddable? No. Okay. Good to know. So this can supply that, and this is what we're doing. Great. What's this even used for? It's not used in a lot. And used very little when it's used, so... Alright. I accept this. This is great. I'm so happy about it. And you need 30 of this stuff, which can be supplied easily. And you need 15 of the other stuff, which is supplied very easily. So we kind of want 2 of these off one of these. And this does risk making it more complicated. Well, and then we'd need 3 of those. But this is kind of the proper ratio. Might as well do this proper, right? So these guys can supply both of these easily. And these two can supply these guys easily. Now the only problem with this is that it's going to make it harder to distribute stuff. So you just need plastic. What else do we need? Let's write this down. We need plastic. Then we need out first off. We're getting weird here. So we might have to kill one of these. And then at minimum we need one in. So we might be able to put this all between them and just bring in all materials in one and then pesticide out. Especially if we sacrifice like one of these and just speed them up. Alright, can do. That's something to think about. This. We need dodecylamine. And we need what else? We need chromium. And we need phosphorus pentasulfide. Pentasulfide. Okay, so how are we going to manage all of this? You need how much? We need 2. 2 of you. How much do you need? You need 2. We need 2 of you. And then how much this needs? We need 2, because there's 2 of them, keep in mind. Right? And this probably just needs a ton of plastic. Yeah, so we need 30 plastic. So it's mostly bringing in plastic with a little bit. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. So let's get this set up. I want you not to exist. Probably shouldn't have grabbed that guy for non-existence. We have to leave a via. Keep that in mind. So this will slide up, and this will be our out. It'll be right here or something. Probably not, but that's where we'll start. And then this guy has to move. You need to not be. Now the problem is we have too many things right here, but we also have an enormous footprint to work with in the shadow of the this. So if we make this work, this is too far up. If we just make this comfortable, it's always best to leave logistics space up north. Okay, right there. All right, and these two can cuddle up right here, and then they don't need any belts, and that's an advantage. Right? It's going to make piping kind of difficult. Kind of a lot difficult, honestly. Maybe we do this, and then only use that, and then only use the other side. All right, so this is how you get your components in, and you make these two. And then you feed these guys. We will leave via space, generous via space. Like just right there. And then we have belt land right here. Okay, I believe in this. It's not entirely balanced. And then pipe land up here, and then belt land down here. I suppose my only regret is that I'm not going to be able, I'm going to have to come down and over. I won't be able to keep it compact and internal. Well, maybe we can just step out of line a little bit. Do something like that and have it misaligned. Or not be so greedy. Let's move you over with a proper via. Then move you over with a proper via. and then move space over with a proper via again. And this is enough space for me to organize belts. Okay, that's good. In fact, we're going to go right there instead. That's enough space. This is a good design. I like this. Let's go send a whale out then. Our number is 36. 9,000 divided by 36 is 250. What a nice number. So 500, 500, 500. And I will have done something today. In that we will have made something new. We made decisions. That was probably pretty nice all on its own. Mr. Whale, it's time for you to come and do your job. Technically speaking, we're making 4 new products today, right here, and that's good. Problem is, they're all in use of... They are not in use of things I want them to be. So we need chromium and pentasulfide. Chromium's probably first, right? I need you to load items... Oh, and I didn't get these on my quick bar. Embarrassing. You go right there. Yes, I did just use energy drink to go about 3 feet. Chromium, and that's 500. Add destination, pentasulfide, which is up here somewhere, right there. Load items, 3, pentasulfide, and then plastic. You'll be next. How are we holding up on plastic? Pretty good. 7,500, and then we gotta go all the way up here to get a little bit of this guy. Okay. And then right there, and it's circuit condition, comparador equals go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there. Okay, good. Do your thing, Mr. Whale. So what I need now, is to make this work, right? So, finish this off. Beautiful. So our system right here is a system. Then you'll go right there. Maybe even lower. The bulk inserter has grown on me. Especially in low throughput situations like this. There are times when the stack inserter doesn't work very well. Alright, so what we need now is a line with docyclamine, and plastic. You guys, however, will get stack inserters. And directly into the underground. Good. And then you will get that. Actually, I kind of like this setup. I think this is a good job. Congratulations to me for this job that I did. Okay, and then we have material components, or solid components in. How am I going to get the pesticide out? I suppose I can just hop it over like that, but then it's going to run into problems with the pipes. No, we can do dish then. And we'll still have room for beacons, should it ever become necessary. Alright, we have product out, we have inputs in. Now it's just a matter of hooking up all of these lines, which we can do because biofluid brought them all to us because we ordered early. This one's going to be a little tough though, isn't it? Kind of more than a little tough. We're just going to use a knot there, I guess. Yeah, totally planned that way. Then who wants that? This one's going to be another one that is an issue. There's no need to even use undergrounds in that situation. All right, next. Kind of don't like how I did that, but it's fine. Arquad Venom is here. Not a lot of it, but it is here. Hooked up. Now we need Carbonyl. Now that's... Oh wait, there's more than one of these. That's done. Good. And lastly, formaldehyde. There's 2 of them. Oh, unfortunate. Alright, we have gotten that in. That's coming. That's coming. All of... You don't have Arquad Venom. There's your venom. There's that. Everything else on the way. Now we have to hook up the products, right? You produce pre-pesticide. And then that's going to have to go on a journey. Just to right here. Yeah. Still maintaining beacon space. As is the discipline. Okay. Good, right? Why did I do that? I don't know. There, that is now hooked up, and you have everything you need to go. You now need these 2 things. And it's going to be a little difficult, right? Not like hugely difficult, just a little difficult. Is that our whale coming back? And I'm not ready. Embarrassing. Now this guy has to get over to there real quick. It comes right there. Leap, and then it goes right there. Okay. There. Alright, good. Made it in time-ish. Could have been better. Pre-pesticide being made. Pre-pesticide coming over. Pesticide being made. Alright, good. Success. We've done a thing. We did that thing, actually. So, fantastic work, Notepad. I rely on you. What should I do now? I guess we have to go... Bug off. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so where does normal pesticide go? I think it's in like a food bin somewhere. And that's uncomfortable to think about. Yeah. Oh, so we already have a home for it right here. Nice. So Mr. Whale. Probably don't need a whale. Probably whales are just better, honestly. We should get over thinking that they're expensive. You know what's expensive? Pathing. And they don't do that. Not really. Alright, so you go right there, and then you empty cargo. Go and do it. And so this will be back. I can go do Rennea now, but I don't think I have time for it. No, we're going to do Rennea tomorrow. Bigger Rennea. Let's put it on the list. Here, let's just do something that's on the list. Like maybe more of that. We didn't get to any of the big stuff. I thought I was going to go get to antimony today, but didn't happen. Alright. There's always so much I can complain about, I guess. How is Great Alien doing? Great Alien is being made. Good. Go deliver that right now. Let's go, let's go commandeer some of that for the come-outs. I probably shouldn't have told him to go when I'm planning on just robbing him of a portion of his goods in order to try to roll for better come-outs. Alright, the Rennea saga staggers on. I need 5 of these and I have none. How many Vonixes have I printed? That's enough. Let's go have Vonixmas. Ho ho ho. Happy Vonixmas. Happy Vonixmas, everybody. Maybe it isn't enough. Oh, it's going to be. These are only having 2 each, right? Or 1 each. Wow. Happy Vonixmas. And so this is going to give a solid 50% more of Vonixes, which combined with the last recipe, the new recipe we put in should be more than enough just to keep everything going. And I should probably not make huge amounts of these. Yeah, they're just not needed. How about we just cap it like that? I might come to regret this later, but I don't think so. Alright, you guys take that. So good. Vonix uplift is now done. I think I just have to go do little things for the rest of the episode, and then I'll wrap up. I wonder if OBS has crashed on me and it hasn't told me. Oh, hello friend. Ready for a mind wipe? Come with me. Yeah. Alright, so Rennea going good. There's nothing more to say about Rennea. It has reached ultimate good form. We just have to let this churn for about 5 episodes, and then we'll have this all upgraded. And it'll be ×4 consumption, which I'm not thrilled about. But then I'll go make another Rennea area based on this, and we'll try to get the footprint of it and try to actually compare it. Not thrilled. But I don't know what else to do. Look at fish, I suppose. Still haven't gotten another hero fish. Still cranking on all cylinders. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let's go look at antimony. That is... Okay, so we're going to have to do the full gamut of antimony processing here. There's a way to turn pulp 2 into elevated of 58%, and there's a way to get more out of 58%, and I need to do both of these things. So I kind of think I need to rip this area down just to use it. Maybe I'll build a model right here and then just copy paste the whole I'm probably just gonna rip this all down. Just the whole thing. We have blue oxygen furnaces now. Probably that's going to be my plan. And we still need antimony, so that's coming. Here, give me a quick break. So let's take care of this easy one. Need plain quartz ore for some reason. Making quartz timers or something. And this guy's just not cutting it. You seem slow. No, that's not you. This, I guess. So we need... Why do we need tin ore? I mean, to make tin, obviously, but I wouldn't expect there to be huge economy with that. Why is this guy always coming back and forth, and why does he feel so slow? And this area needs to change. Like, I need this block for factory. This has to all move. Okay, we move it now. And we'll probably make more whales, and they're going to be farther away. Well, okay, wait a second. We need to transition gracefully here. Not something we usually do, but let's see if it can be managed. All these guys get picked up now. Let's pick them up. Pick them up. And we're going to let this all trickle out with that whale. And then once that's done, I'm just going to erase all this ore. And then this is going to be a block that is suitable for use. I should push the wall. That's a good thing to do, like at end of day like this. And then once that's done, I'll move the whale down to draw off this one, I think. No, it's borax. Where is quartz? Yeah, right there. All we need. All we need is to export this stuff. Right here, right? Just like, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. Probably not more, though. Okay, you take that, and now we get a whale. Our last whale. Your job, to be whale hungry. After this, I think I'm going to push the wall. That seems like a good use of time. I want you to fill that cargo. I want you to dunk it. I wonder if the other whale... I wonder if there is a whale picking up quartz ore for quartz refining. Because that's not really something we do anymore. It all comes in on belt. I should put an end to that if that's true. That'll solve basically all my problems. Are you going... Yeah, you are going. Your destination is quartz drop. Alright, so you're going to have to be remade. So after you do that, I want you to come here, and I want you to wait. Okay, good. We don't do that anymore. And that, between all of that, that should solve the problem. Because I knew there was no way that control panel was eating the entire quartz ore supply. Just didn't make any sense. So now the only ones that should take it are essentially control panel, right? We'll check back in on it later. We did this though. I think we're kind of done. Yeah, it's time. It's time to roll up. Let's push the wall before we do though. There's no point in looking at that. We still haven't done anything with Rennea. So I guess we look at Bodos. That's kind of cutting edge. You probably need more. Yeah. Deliver more fuel rods. Here, maybe we go do that right now. There's no need to leave that for tomorrow when we still have a bit of time today. So I'm just doing this by hand because it's not going to last forever, I think. I'm telling myself that anyway. Though, the more I think about it, the more this is a bad habit, in addition to being a bad idea, because I need this to breed the Mark IIs as well. So once that happens, I guess then I'll properly set this up. I won't do it immediately. I'll wait till later. I'll set it up properly later. That's right, right? Okay, there. I did another thing. So, what's next? Wall recap out. Got it. Hello, my friend. Prepare to be remade. So, wall. How are we doing? Looks like we're doing great. I'm really concerned about that. Which I guess that's why we're not even going to be able to do that, huh? Alright, we'll do something similar. Watch. And that guy will get picked up. That's the one we actually want to put down. There. Wait, did I cause myself problems? I think I invalidated everything I just did right there. No, I didn't. The ghosts are still there. Alright, so that guy's going to guard our flank while we continue pushing out right here. And then, depending on where it falls here, let's take a look. Yeah, right here is going to be the actual, the seal. So it's up a couple more times and then seal off, and then this will have to snake up. Once we seal up here, all these just get knocked offline. Here, let's pull up some of them. Let's not forget the other side of the coin, right? Good. I think technically speaking, this isn't correct. Because they could infiltrate all the way in and could possibly cause me problems here. But I think that is very unlikely. So there. We push the wall there. Oh, what's going on here? Are we full? Yes, we are completely full. I kind of have to go up there and try to muck out that this. There's space. There's space. All these guys need a home. What else we got in here? It's not a lot. I'll take that, thank you. There's not a lot of flex right here. I guess this is just trash and that's just trash, but this isn't a lot of space. I mean, obviously you see that, right? We both see that. So it's just going to fill right up again. I wish I had something I could do with these pipes. Oh my god. Oh wait, they keep taking them from me, right? I'm cycling them back and forth. Those are my own pipes. I gotta turn personal logistics off. Okay. okay. I'm causing myself problems. I have found the author of my miseries. And unfortunately, he is very close at hand. All this. We'll just hang out here for a little bit. And let them finish their job, and then maybe we'll get the other ones. And this is just fine. There's no problems here. This area's been quiet for a while. This area has not been quiet. And we are just still sealing this off, right? Like this, and just have it done. Okay. And we're going to pull up 3. And as you can see, this pattern of putting down 2, pulling up 3 will eventually cause me grief. One day, this will give me problems, but not today. Maybe I should have been more complicated and set up recycling areas right there. Oh, what's this? That's me having to go do some actual work. Pick up all that. That'll help for a while, but it's not going to be permanent by any means. Just way too much stuff going on here. I need another extended storage. But but that's fine. I wonder how much of this stuff was actually pulled off me, the character. Is milk flowing again? Which means something diamonds again? I don't know. Maybe that's working. I don't know. Diamonds are also another huge bottleneck in the factory. Maybe I have to make them directly out of particle accelerators. I don't know. So over here, I can only focus on about half of a crisis at a time. Anything more than that is honestly asking too much of me. Okay, good. Now that's all lit up. Excellent. It's not quite finished here, so I should only put down one. Then maybe pick up another. Maybe push forward right here. They've already been cut off along the coast. This will just hammer it home. Honestly, I should probably not do that. I should probably cut them off right here and then just bombard those guys. It'll be quicker, right? You know, these guys will be taking attacks on their weak side. It'll be fine. And as far as pulling things up, there isn't really a lot right now because I've done this kind of poorly. Anyway, let's do some comedy. And you have received personal attention from the gods of the factory. They say, well, you gotta move. And the base is wife. I wonder what evolution is at right now. It's at 0.9994. Mostly from pollution. And almost entirely from pollution. And there's not a lot I can do about that. Alright, so I just leave this area for now until I can actually cut this area off. And then we're going to march forward just a little more. So I'm just doing this in the most awkward way possible. Alright, that's fine. Over here, we got to go help with that. And then right here, we are coming to a stunning conclusion. Because I think that's the last one we're pushing forward. So, scoop up you. That. Nah. Okay. Nope. Missing one. Alright. I gotta fix one more embassy, and that's good. We're over time. This has been a solid episode. Too many decisions this episode. Just standing around staring at things, failing at math. That's alright. We'll get through it. I think there's one more episode until I have to make a Reddit post. Thankfully, I accomplished my goal, which is getting to pi4 before the Reddit post. I do not dare think about what I have to do for the rest of it. Alright, and someone will take care of this eventually. And then I'll have to pick all this up and find space for all the spare equipment. Just gonna be days of just hauling military stuff around. I have to make military surplus sorting. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that. It'd be a lot easier if I was just bots everywhere, but I'm not. Yep. That's the sound of having done something. Congratulations, you've done something. This is finished. All these just need to be brought down. I should probably continue on that, and this is finished too. So we'll trim these. And there will be less weapons of war in the world. It really doesn't matter at what rate I pull them down. They're just going to be clogged. I'm going to have to find out what to do about that. Military Surplus Recycling Center. So it's going to be needed. Oh, or maybe I just run them all someplace. How is this possible that you don't have enough power? It's working. What's going on here? That's really strange. Really quite strange. Anyway, I believe I am probably done. Glad all my happy little boys are working. I like hearing the alarm sometimes. It means I'm not alone. Alright, so. Right there. What I want to do is come up. And then something like this. I've left those there on purpose. In order. Put that right there. Okay, and now I need screenshot. All right, done. What did we do today? Well, we had a stunning victory in which we rolled for the Mark IV Rennea seeds basically right out of the bat. Like in the first 5 rolls, we got that, and it hit high, so we were immediately able to go to Mark IV Rennea. So that's being made. We also evaluated the level 4 Rennea recipe, and we came to grudging conclusion that the overall footprint of it is probably less than the footprint we would require to make more manure bacteria just to spam this up. So that this will be the sole producer. There's a times 4 stack coming when I just spam Rennea 4 in there, but it's going to be better. What did I calculate out? Like 1 to 24 based on the absolute bestest up with the recipe. It's hard to say that's worth it, but we did it. We made the Lex Processite. Maybe I've got this all wrong, and it's just I'm making some terrible mathematical mistake in my head. And once I see it, I'll instantly understand that, oh, I should have been doing this all along. But next episode, I'm going to plan out maybe right here. It needs to be by heat infrastructure. Probably going to take two city blocks. And then we're going to build out, hope to get 4 of these going. If 4 of those are going, it will double what's already there. Yeah, it'll double the footprint Rennea production. But then because we're spamming Mark IVs everywhere, that's going to be quadrupled on top of that. So we're going to have Rennea is my point. Rennea will exist. So we're going to work on that tomorrow. We have a lot of other stuff to do. I went and I touched a lot of stuff. We put in Chlorine from Tholins. Tholins are really good. Those are underappreciated by people, I believe. And otherwise ran around just fixing things. So, good episode. I'm now done. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.